How do we do the integral of cosine of x over 1 minus cosine of x? The first thing we can do is multiply both the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of 1 minus cosine of x. So we multiply the integrand throughout by 1 plus cosine of x over 1 plus cosine of x. And if we multiply out the terms, the numerator becomes cosine of x plus cosine squared of x, and the denominator becomes 1 minus cosine squared of x, if we use difference of squares. We can use the trigonometric identity 1 minus cosine squared of x equals sine squared of x, and rewrite the denominator as sine squared of x. So this just becomes the integral of cosine of x plus cosine squared of x over sine squared of x dx. The next thing we can do is split the fraction in the integrand and rewrite it as cosine of x over sine squared of x plus cosine squared of x over sine squared of x. We can rewrite cosine of x over sine squared of x as cotangent x cosecant of x, and rewrite cosine squared of x over sine squared of x as cotangent squared of x. We can use another identity to deal with the cotangent squared of x term. Recall the identity cotangent squared of x plus 1 equals cosecant squared of x. If we subtract 1 on both sides, we get cotangent squared of x equals cosecant squared of x minus 1, and this sort of just allows us to rewrite cotangent squared of x entirely in terms of cosecant squared of x. This is useful because the derivative of cotangent of x is negative cosecant squared of x, so it's easier to use a standard derivative to find the integral of cosecant squared of x. So the derivative of cosecant of x is negative cotangent of x cosecant of x. So this means the integral of cotangent of x cosecant of x is negative cosecant of x. And since the derivative of cotangent of x is negative cosecant squared of x, as mentioned earlier, the integral of cosecant squared of x is simply negative cotangent of x. And the integral of negative 1 is negative x. So the entire integral is just negative cosecant of x minus negative cotangent of x minus x plus the constant of integration c. So the integral of cosine of x over 1 minus cosine of x is negative cosecant of x minus cotangent of x minus x plus c.